Hi guys, once again this is Alfred from Binaryoptionstutor.com. I'm here today to talk about the new expiry times that are available on the Marketsworld platform. They're a little bit confusing um, as far as the classification of the names, so I thought I'd do a quick video and talk about it. Uh, First off, you can see my clock over here, and according to my clock, well, as I record this right now, it's a little scotch after 4:18. And while this is defined as a 60-second time or 1 minute, actually you see our expire time here is 4:20. So, what's actually happening is you've got a 2 minute time frame, closer to a 2 minute time frame rather than one. You can see my time counting down here, and there's my lockout right there with right at 1 minute. Okay, now you can see we've moved ahead. Now we're at 14:21, and you can still see over here on my clock I've got a 14:19. So we've really got like 2 minutes. What we have is 2 minutes potential with a 1 minute lockout time. So therefore, really, you could look at it as a 60-second or 1 minute bet. So there's that logistics behind that. Let's go down some of these other times. We've got right here 14:22. That's getting closer to 3 minutes. We've got 14:25. That's pretty much my usual 5 minutes lockout. You'll see those with 10 minutes potential and a 5 minute right before the lockout. There we go with 14:40. This is defined as a 10 minute. If for those using the API, this is defined as a 10 minute, but what you'll find is, again, you've got a 10 minute lockout, 10 minute potential lockout, and you'll be able to wager on this time with 20 minutes. And lastly, and this may not always be lastly, it's just because as I'm recording this, it's on a Friday, so we've got a 1500, and right now that's the longest time frame that's available, but really there's the potential for you to be able to do a 2 hour wager, or down to a 1 hour before the actual lockout. That's why also this would be a 30-minute wager, because there's the potential for that last 30 minutes before the lockout, but also that particular bet is going to become available at an hour prior to the expiration. So the good news is there are a lot of new expiry times available at Marketsworld. There's a lot of new things you can try out. One of the things I'd always been hearing was the lack of variance with the expiry times, and I'm really thinking that they really addressed a lot of that on this platform. So you're going to be able to really speculate down as low as 60 seconds for those who are interested in that type of wagering. But anyone who's watched a lot of my videos knows I'm not doing a lot of 60-second wagering, but I will tell you that I'm tinkering around with some ideas around 2 minute wagering. We do on occasion, and we actually send out signals for the 5 to 10 minute time frame expiries. So you know, we'll go and do some lower time frame stuff. It's just I've never really been able to do something pretty consistently on a 60-second time frame. For those of you who love this type of wagering, it's now available at Marketsworld. They've got a lot of new expiry times. I'm very interested also in the ability to speculate on a 2 hour expiry, because I like the idea of being able to trade more along with the momentum of the market, and just speculate on a more longer term move. I believe there's more sentiment built into whatever candle setup you're looking at when you're looking at them on a larger time frame. I've shared that in previous videos. Really, that's all I had to share. I was just trying to clear up some of the confusion, because a couple of guys wrote me and they're like, well, I don't really understand. You had said there were like 60-second contracts available on Marketsworld, but I don't see any 60-second bets. And to be truthful, there's the potential, or to be more clear, there's the potential for the 60-second setups, but in reality, what's going to happen is when you get in, your expiry is going to carry over to the next exact minute. So there's really like 2 minutes to the 1 minute lockout, and that gives you the potential to get in exactly around 1 minute. But I personally would prefer this, because I love the idea of getting out on a solid minute rather than getting in exactly when I get in and getting out, where I may be somewhere in the middle of a 1 minute candle. It's hard to validate what was actually going on there. There aren't a lot of people trading on charts that will correlate, because most people are not going to be trading on something that's sub 1 minute. There aren't even really a bevy of people, to my knowledge. I guess if you would take a survey, not a ton of people trading even on the 1 minute charts. But I've been recently experimenting with the 1 minute charts. There's certainly nothing wrong with that. But what I love is the ability to lock in time to a candle that's going to be there for me to reference on my chart. And that's what Marketsworld is providing here, with their 60-second trades all the way to their 1 hour, which gives you the potential of having a 2 hour trade. The only reason I can't go out and show you guys a 2 hour potential right now is because this is Friday and the market's actually fencing to close. That's all. Thanks guys for tuning in. As always, if you found this information helpful, please like, share, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next video. Once again, this is Alfred from Binaryoptionstutor.com.